You better hit that subscribe button.
What is going on, ladies and gentlemen of the internet? I am Freddy Fuego, Flamin' Hot Entertainment, multiplatgametrap.com, and I'm going to be giving you a pre-launch review of the PlayStation Vita. All right, I have some notes that I had here so I could keep on focus for y'all. And I'm going to start off by saying a couple of the things that you might want to consider when considering to buy a PlayStation Vita. Cons being, the PlayStation Vita memory card is a must to play games. So you have to have a PlayStation Vita memory card. And then one PSN ID attached to that memory card if you want to flop back and forth PSN IDs on your PlayStation Vita. And then you have to eject it, do a hard reset of the PlayStation Vita, then add the memory card of the PSN ID you want to boot up on your PlayStation Vita after it boots up. All right, no online gameplay over 3G and HSPA Plus over the AT&T 3G network. Confirmed. That is definitely confirmed. But you do have faster bandwidth if you have the low-end 4G, which is the HSPA Plus over AT&T. So it would be ideal if you had a mobile Wi-Fi hotspot, if you had one of the mobile Wi-Fi hotspot devices from Clear or AT&T or Verizon, which has 4G LTE, maybe even T-Mobile and Sprint. So that those are playing online, mobile, you know, being out and about is still possible with devices like that, or turning your smartphone into a mobile Wi-Fi hotspot if you have that function on your smartphone, which is called tethering, or, you know, having your mobile Wi-Fi hotspot app. The PlayStation Vita launch bundle is misleading due to the fact that you only get the free PSN game after you purchase your first months of 3G service with AT&T. Even though they give you a free month, which is a 250 megabyte 3G service with that bundle, you get the game after you pay for the first month's service. All right, let's talk about the screen resolution. The screen resolution is 960 by 544p. It is a OLED display, which stands for organic light emitting diode. And if all y'all ever seen a Samsung phone or ever seen a LED phone, well, or, you know what I'm saying, an LED TV, it's way better than that. I'll just start up the PS Vita and then I'll get to that as soon as it boots up. My average battery life has been 4 to 8 hours, depending on what I'm doing. I haven't just played music, and music, just playing it as an MP3 player, I'm sure is going to get you a lot more battery life than 8 hours. But I had the brightness on my screen at the lowest level, and it still looks beautiful and vibrant. You might want to put it halfway if you're in direct sunlight, or all the way up if you're in direct sunlight and it's real bright outside. But if you want to conserve on battery, hold the PlayStation button, and you'll see the screen brightness settings pop up. Just put it all the way down, and you're gonna get the most battery life out of your PlayStation Vita. The user interface is very intuitive. The touch functions on both the back and the front face are very snappy, no lag, just awesome. All the buttons on the PlayStation Vita do have great tactile feedback. And what tactile feedback is when you touch them and they're hit, you know that you hit the button. It gives you a sound, and it feels like you hit the button in, just like certain keyboards that you have, like say this keyboard right here that I have for my my Mac doesn't have great tactile feedback. Sometimes you don't know, you got to actually look at the screen and make sure that you hit the button. All right, we're going to talk about the form factors of the games. And I have some other games next to it from different handheld devices just for a reference. And on the left, we have the UMD for the PSP. In the middle, we have a DS game. And on the right-hand side, we have a PlayStation Vita game. It's a little bit smaller than the SD memory card. And three-fourths the size of a SD card. A DS card. And about 1/4 or 1/5 the size of a UMD disc for the PSP. Now let's talk about the memory of the PlayStation Vita. The memory is about the size, the memory card is about the size of my thumbnail. And about 1/4 the size of a PSP memory card. And these come up to 32 gigs. They start at $20 and finish at $100 for the 32 gig. And it's very expensive compared to the Memory Stick Pro Duo for the PSP. You can get a Memory Stick Pro Duo, I believe an 8 gig for about 12 bucks, maybe less. So it's kind of pricey. Hopefully third-party developers pull out some memory cards for this and make it cheaper for everybody. Here is my start screen for the PlayStation Vita. I have Darth Vader. And it's showing that I have Wipeout 2048 in there. And basically, you can adjust everything how you want to it and customize it as much as you want with backgrounds. Everything is very snappy when I touch it. Goes in. Starts up. Tries to connect to the network. Takes about 15 seconds. And you can start a party and all that good stuff. Then you hit the button, swipe over, hit it again, and you get the blades like on the Xbox Live. And then you can go back and forth to what you want. Now, to give you a size differential of both a PSP 3000 and a PlayStation Vita, here you go. And I'll put this one behind the other one, and pretty much I would suggest you getting a screen protector for your PlayStation Vita, maybe even a carrying case. The carrying case that I got with the first edition bundle, small, works great, fits right in there. They have some great carrying cases and screen protector prices. You can go Amazon, Best Buy, GameStop, Target. They are having buy 2 PS Vita games, get one free all over the place. I know Target's having it, Amazon's having it. So if you want to get games for the cheap, that's how you might want to go. All right, now I'm going to bring, this is the biggest handheld that Nintendo has ever put out, which is the DSi XL. And just to put it right next to it, and I'll put it right, it is longer. The PSV is definitely longer, but it's not taller, nor is it's probably about the same thickness. This does have 2 screens, and show you the screen difference. All right. And this is what I'm talking about to save battery life. Just hold down the PS button, and then you see how it's all the way up, the screen brightness. Now I can turn it all the way down, and I'm going to conserve battery. All right, the games that I have on it are Ultimate Marvel vs. Capcom 3, Wipeout 2048, and Little Deviants. I like all the games for it. All the games look great. They look HD quality. They look 1080p quality. The colors are vibrant. The screen is awesome. Everything, I don't have no complaints about it when it comes to hardware. Software, it's one thing that is lacking is a setting to put it like on Wi-Fi home setting, so then it doesn't, by default, it always tries to make sure when you're not using the system that it signs you out of the network, because just in case you're on 3G, to save your data. So it conserves data usage. But they should have a home Wi-Fi feature on there, so then you could always stay on and it doesn't always log you off and stuff like that. And it has a 1 to 5 minute hibernation time. I wish they had a feature where they turned that off just in case you are at home and you're not worried about battery life or anything like that, and you don't want it having always going to sleep when you don't touch it. Maybe you're watching a movie or anything like that. And I haven't really watched any movies on it. I've uploaded a movie to it just to see how well it worked, and it worked pretty good. The movie was at 960 by 532p, and it worked great on there. I have put 720p videos on there, but due to what was in the video or how the video is compiled, some 720p videos might not be in there. I still haven't figured out what are the drawbacks, or what are the container options that I need to put in so a 720p video can be uploaded to or downloaded to the PlayStation Vita. So as soon as I find out that information, I will be giving that information out to y'all so you understand how that works. Games should be bought physical media, due to the fact that if you buy a game digital over the PlayStation Network that is a big size game and you pay full retail price for it, you're going to have to pay more money for it than if you would buy it on a disc, because you're going to end up paying for a price on the storage as well. So if I had an 8 gig memory card and it cost me $30 and it fit in a game that I downloaded for full retail price off the PlayStation Network, took up a quarter of this memory, then a quarter of that price of the card goes on to the game. So basically, it's double taxation. You're paying more than what the game actually worth. So take that into consideration. Pretty much that's all the information I have for you. Oh yeah, and it 3G playing. Did I say that already? The playing over online. All right, well, I'm going to say this again. Playing online over 3G is not going to work. But remember, mobile Wi-Fi hotspots on your mobile device or little devices that do Wi-Fi hotspots is the best option. So it is possible to do full functioning online gameplay on the go. That being said, one more thing I'm going to talk about, which are the dual analog sticks. The dual analog sticks are great, but they're very precise, and if you move them a little bit, it goes a long way. So it takes a long time to get used to. There's a company that make these things called the FPS Freaks that actually fit above your analog sticks on the Xbox 360 and the PS3. I would like them to make one of these for the PlayStation Vita. Then it would sit on there, give you a greater range of motion when playing first-person shooters. And if you're watching this, the company that makes it, Control Freak, please make a FPS Freak for the PlayStation Vita. It'd be very much appreciated from all gamers. It is something that is needed and wanted from your company. I will be buying some. You could send me some for review, but I know if you put that out, I will be buying it regardless. Messaging on there is really great. Party chat is awesome. Playing music while you're watching or while you're playing a game works perfect as custom soundtrack, and you get to control that. Like I said, you can actually control that when you're in a game. You just hold down the PlayStation button and the screen will come up like this, and you could actually go from track to track, how loud the music volume is, and then you can disable your mic. You can prioritize chat audio for party. It has all that right there when you hold down the PS button. Some at launch, Wipeout 2048 had some loading time issues, which they fixed in a patch. Last night, the 1.61 patch was put out for this, and it had to do with the near function, the near feature on here, and the maps feature on here. So they patched that up. Hopefully, they'll patch up another one for the remote play, because a lot of the remote play games don't work. Well, a lot of games on the PSN with remote play don't work. There's a list that I'm going to have for you for all games that are compatible with the PlayStation Vita that are for PSP and PS Mini games. So remember, just go down to the description and there's a link for all the games that are compatible with the PlayStation Vita that are PSP games or PS Mini games. I've been your host, your commentator, Freddy Fuego. Remember, hit that thumbs up button. Subscribe if you haven't already to catch more videos like this. Leave your comments down below. Let me know if you're getting it. My PSN ID, if you're getting the PlayStation Vita, will be in the description if you want to add me. I have probably about 30 friends empty slots left. And let me know what you think about the PlayStation Vita. The 3DS, just on a side note, the 3DS, I've seen everything. I don't own a 3DS, but the 3DS in itself is a great handheld device. They're both great handheld devices. They both have something different to offer people. What people need to do is make up their mind for themselves on what fits them personally. Don't buy something because your friend tells you to buy it. Buy something that fits what your needs are. Remember, get gaming. Freddy Fuego, Flamin' Hot Entertainment, multiplat, get GameTrap.com. If you haven't checked out the site, check it out whenever you get a chance. Peace, love, and hair grease. Haters keep on hating. If you haven't been doing it, get gaming.
Thumb up the video, fool!